It's funny because I've gotten like a lot of these comments where international people, a lot of Canadians in particular, have been saying to me like, "You're the only American I've heard take responsibility for what's going on in your country," instead of just saying, "Well, these other countries should come in and help us, and where are they? Why don't they just step in?" And well, it's it's MAGA's fault, and I'm not one of those, and whatever. It's such a defensive posture to take as an American, and I do get it for us, for people who did not vote for this orange buffoon and completely disagree and are disgusted with all of this. Of course, we want to be heard by you guys to say like we particularly did not agree to this. But I think the thing that people miss, Americans miss, is that we're responsible. We, all of us, all Americans are responsible for what is going on now because it's our country. So it's not up to anybody else to solve our own problems. Like this is the bed we've made, frankly, before Trump, with our racist history. Like we have made this bed, and so we have to fix it. And the people on the left, the people that are opposed to this administration, obviously we didn't vote for it. We're not supporting it in that kind of way. We are doing things like I'm doing, speaking out, I'm using my platform for that, doing anything I can for immigrant communities. If ICE comes into my area, I'm protesting them. So we're doing those things, but it's still not enough. And we still have to take responsibility for the fact that so many of our fellow citizens, not just agree with it, the MAGA people, but 90 million people didn't even get off their ass and vote at all. And like we have to, as Americans, take responsibility for why that is. What are we doing that has caused so many people to be apathetic about voting when the stakes are so high like this? You know what I mean? Like it really is our responsibility to figure that out, that internal dynamic out, and fix this stuff. And I will say to you Canadians, like it's not like these other countries are immune to right-wing extremism. You had a candidate that was up and came too close to being elected, but you know what you guys did? You made sure they didn't get in office. You made sure they didn't get elected. So it's like, it's not that other countries are immune from this kind of thing. There is, unfortunately, a worldwide right-wing extremism kind of movement. But it's up to each individual country and its citizens to make sure that that doesn't take hold. So yeah, I do take responsibility for it, even though I absolutely have always disagreed with this. And we all need to do our part to fix it if we want to, and not be yelling at people from Canada or from Australia or wherever and saying, well, why don't you come and help us? Why should you guys? I mean, sure, I wish you would and just take care of it for us, but like, that's just, it's a cop out, and we have to take responsibility for the bed that we have made. That's just how I feel and how I see it. Maybe that's because I grew up outside of America. And so I see it from the outside looking in. Maybe that's why.